Hello and welcome to this quick demo for the ADAComply web accessibility tool. ADAComply is a platform that lets you get ADA compliance by following a few short steps as outlined for you within the apps. Now, at its core, ADAComply provides you with two main features. One, it provides you with a web widget that will let your users easily select what accessibility preferences they want when they're viewing your website. It also includes provision for zooming as well as inserting of alt tag description into all your images, in addition to other accessibility compliance requirements. That said, let's take a look at the platform and get a clearer view of how easy it is to set up ADAComply for your website. First off, when you log into the platform, you will be immediately greeted by the websites page that basically lists all the websites you have currently set up on your account. At the moment, I have just one, so let's go ahead and create one. Creating one is simple as setting up entering the website title and the URL for the website. So for this, I'm just going to use let's assume it's ADAComply.io. Okay, once created, you're going to get a simple line of code. You will have to copy this code and put it into the header or footer area of your website. Now, there are different ways for accessing the header or footer area of your website. You just need to consult the documentation for where your website is hosted. Okay, now continue to website setting. Assuming you've already inserted the website tag on your website, your users will be able to view the widget just like this. In addition to providing you with web accessibility widget for your website, you also get provision for policy statement generation. Now, the policy statement is also one of the main requirements for being ADA compliant. Now, a policy statement for your website is basically a declaration of commitment to making your site accessible to as many people as possible. Keyword here being as possible and accessible. Okay. Now, typically the standard for web accessibility is the WCAG standard, and that has the three levels of compliance, with each one having different rating. Now, there's the compliance target of AA, A, and AAA, which you can very quickly and easily select your preferred target which you're trying to achieve. Now, by default, the A target is selected. Okay, now the A target will also show you all the basic requirements and guidelines for being single A compliant, WCAG compliant. Okay, now typically by inserting the widget should be enough for accessibility compliance, but there are other steps that you may need to take in order to be 100% compliant. Now, for all of those steps, you don't need to worry about researching them. They are all listed right here for you. And in addition to them being listed here, there's also provision for you to get more information as to what it means to achieve one of these. So let's just quickly walk through this. Accessibility policy is as simple as entering these questions right here. You have the website name. You can just basically enter your website name. Let me use the name convert proof. Okay. Now the website title is the title that's going to be displayed on the accessibility page. Okay. Now the site is from this allows you to specify whether your site is a public sector organization or if it isn't. If it is, you will need to enter the title of the organization. Now, can users contact you on accessibility issues? Now, having a primary contact information for when there's accessibility issues on your website is also part of the requirements. So you want to make sure that you have your email, your phone number, and your contact form. Now, the second step for generating an accessibility policy is to make sure that all of these checkpoints right here are correct and currently implemented on your website. Let's start from the first one. Is there an alternative to all non-text content? Okay, by default, if you have the web widget installed on your website, you should automatically be compliant on this particular grounds right here. So because the widget will install an alt text on all your images describing what images are. Okay, and in addition to that, you can also manually set the description for each image on your website, which is very easily done using the web widget. So the number 2 says, have you provided alternative for time-based media? For pre-recorded audio only, pre-recorded audio, this is like basically asking you to insert all tags. Now, if for some reason you don't meet any of this criteria, it is also fine, as the keyword for ADA compliance is that you should be able to meet accessibility for as many people as possible. Meaning it's all up to you to decide at what level of accessibility you want to provide. And if for some reason you can't provide a certain level, you want to make sure that you explain clearly to your visitors that this is not possible as of the moment and you're working on it. So the ADAComply tool lets you specify what steps you're taking exactly to fill up that accessibility challenge you have on your website. So have you provided alternative for time-based media? Now if you haven't, you want to check it, and that will instantly give you a text input form for you to specify what steps you're currently taking to address it. Now when the policy page is generated, all of this information provided here will be reflected inside the policy, and as you update it, it's also going to be updated automatically. So I'm just going to quickly say so once that is set, you can just go ahead and update the policy statement, and this will instantly give you your accessibility policy URL. Now the accessibility policy URL is where you will is the link where you will have to add into your website to view your accessibility policy. Now this is sample accessibility policy page that was generated using the ADAComply tool. Now as you can see right here, this was expertly written by qualified professionals and should automatically pass for an accessibility policy statement. Now mind you, this is also auto updated as you go ahead and implementing the different policy requirements for your website. So every time you come in here and edit it, assuming finally you've been able to rectify your pre-recorded content, time-based content accessibility challenge, right now it will automatically be updated on your policy statement that has already been rectified. Okay, with that all said, that's all for the ADAComply tool. Looking forward to seeing you promote this product to your customers, as it's going to serve their every need. Thank you very much.